Your Majesty at your service. Welcome to Fair Queen Talks. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of my podcast, Gut Feeling. My journey to become more self-aware and more in tune with myself, it has made it easier for me to understand the things that can trigger me, make sense of my emotions, and generally be present in each moment of my life. When I was gathering my thoughts for what I wanted to discuss today, it was the concept of listening, but more specifically, listening to your body, mind, and spirit. As I developed my thoughts further, it hit me that I needed to discuss the concept of gut feelings. In today's podcast, I want to delve into the topic of gut feelings. I want us to be in tune with ourselves and learn to listen and respond to our senses appropriately. So let's explore some definitions of listening and gut feelings. Listening is the ability to accurately receive and interpret messages in the communication process. Listening is key to all effective communication. Without the ability to listen effectively, messages are easily misunderstood. Listening to ourselves means creating time and space every day to check in with ourselves, feel what we're really feeling, and ask ourselves what really matters to us. Listening to yourself will help you learn what makes you happy and what way in life is best suited for you. Listen to your emotions and understand what generates them. With so much noise through all sorts of media and voices that we hear from loved ones or strangers, it is essential that after all is said, to make sense of what we think. By listening to ourselves, we are able to make sense of our thought process and come to our own conclusions. Gut feelings, instinct, or intuition is your immediate understanding of something. Because of this, trusting your intuition is the ultimate act of trusting yourself. And listening to your intuition can help you avoid unhealthy relationships and situations. Gut feelings are not always rational, and you have to have the ability to be honest with yourself and know that it's truly a gut feeling and not something that you are biased about or deep down want to happen for personal reasons. So here come the personal stories. When I became a mum, I thought I would instantly receive these super mama powers of intuition and just know what to do with my girls. Because of my personal circumstances during pregnancy, I was in hospital for over a month. It was my experience that I was being told what to do every other minute. Because of this, I wasn't able to access these super mama powers because I was exhausted of just being told what I needed to do every single minute, and I was not afforded the autonomy to make my own decisions or even think. So the day I got home, I was so excited because I could finally do my own thing and access these super mama powers. When I actually stepped into my house and heard the silence and had my girls stare the house up and down, I broke down. I didn't know what to do. I was suddenly missing the annoying beep sound of the hospital and all the people that were there to support me in the beginning days of motherhood. I felt so clueless and inexperienced to be a mother of 2 premature children. In an attempt to get myself to a happy place, I needed to go to the place that provide happy meals. So whilst my husband ran off to McDonald's in his efforts to support his hormonal wife, I had a moment to sip into my thoughts and make sense of my emotions. It's been over a year of having the girls in our lives, and for the most part, there is no true logic to what I do and when I do it. I rely on these super mama powers to know what to do when my kids are sad, have a panic attack, or just need my help. I have no clue why I hold them the way I do, other than saying it's instinct. As I've not had much experience with babies before, I've had to rely on my gut feelings. I don't always get it right, but for the most part, I trust my instincts because I know what my girls will respond well to. My gut feelings in regards to my children have become more stronger and accurate as I've increased in my experience of parenting them. In this sense, the more experience we gain in different parts of our lives, our gut feelings become more accurate. When it comes to my body and health, I'm pretty much confident that I should trust my gut feelings. I don't usually get a cold, and I don't want to jinx one, but I always get this feeling before I get a cold. The same thing counts for nosebleeds and other things. So when I identify that feeling that something is about to go down, I get ready for a pre-treatment. Instead of losing my voice or getting a nosebleed, I'm able to do things to avoid them from happening. And each time I've listened to my feelings, I've been able to stay in good health. This may sound small, but when you are able to identify health conditions before it becomes a problem and affects your day negatively, you can avoid a lot of unnecessary stress and enjoy being of good health. The last gut feeling I will share is one that comes to our minds. I don't want to sound all cheesy, but if you've watched any bridal TV show, you'll watch brides looking for the perfect dress and looking to wait for that feeling. Before I actually got married, I thought this was a myth because a dress is a dress and ultimately it's about looking great in that dress. But let me tell you, when I went dress shopping with my mother-in-law, I experienced that moment when the dress consultant put that dress on me. I looked in the mirror and what I saw was something I can only express as sparkles and glitters in my eyes. I felt like a bride and I trusted that feeling. No one could tell me any different on my wedding day. Our gut feeling should always lead us to a place of safety or happiness. Some believe it's something spiritual, and others just say it's instinct. Regardless of your belief, gut feelings are only sensed by you. It doesn't always make sense, but as you build life experiences and know it won't do any harm, it's sensible to follow it. But remember, whatever choice you do make, and the choice that you make based on your gut feelings, remember that you're always accountable for the choices that you make. At the end of each episode, I address the queendom. Listen to your inner voice. Be honest with yourself and accountable to yourself. Gut feelings should lead you to be safe and happy. Thank you so much for listening to Fairy Queen Talks. See you next time.